We're live with Bottleneck. My name is Jamie J. My hat's a little crooked there. I just got a haircut yesterday and a beard trim, and now today it's all jacked up, and there goes my green screen when I try to get all this stuff on there. I'll try and fix this because we have a guest that's coming on today, Dr. Terri Levine, and I can't wait to introduce you. The show is about ready to get started in about 38 seconds. Hello, welcome to Live with Bottleneck. My name is Jamie J, and you all know me, but just enjoy this for a second because I love putting this up there. I'm the founder and CEO of Bottleneck Virtual Assistants, but this is not what we're here today to talk about. What we're here today to talk about is how to stop the bottleneck in your business. And I could not be happier to welcome Dr. Terri Levine. She's the chief Heart-repreneur of Heart-repreneur LLC. And we're going to be talking about the conversion equation, how to generate all the leads you can handle. If you're interested in that, you're really going to be interested in talking with Dr. Terri Levine. And the reason why she can help you stop the bottleneck in your business is because Dr. Terri Levine, Levine, is the founder of Heart-repreneur and is a business and executive coaching expert. She assists businesses worldwide with business growth, sales, and marketing. She has more than 40 years of business experience encompassing work with more than 5,000 business owners. That's unprecedented. I don't know anybody else that can say that. Well, maybe. Well, I don't know anybody else. And entrepreneurs in a variety of industries. She is also a best-selling author of dozens of books, has her own radio and TV show, holy cow, and is also a keynote speaker. Terri has a passion for helping businesses to grow with their own personal experience gained while building multiple successful businesses from the ground up. Love that. Mad respect. Terri has created the Heart-repreneur cause, teaching business owners to do business heart to heart. Terri conducts training, seminars, programs, and courses to help people develop business coaching skills. Through her processes, she loves helping entrepreneurs become more profitable and increase their bottom line. And she's passionate about speaking to business owners about what tactics they can do to skyrocket their business. Now, I am over the moon happy to introduce you to Dr. Terri Levine. And so without any further ado, please allow me to bring her on. And you can see I fixed the social media background or the green screen background there. So now you won't have to be as interrupted by the background. By the way, any questions you have, please ask away. We love questions here. If for some reason you're seeing this in a replay, evergreened, right? Ask a question, leave it in the comments, and I'll make sure to forward that off to Dr. Terri Levine here. So without any further ado, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for the intro. Thanks for having me, Jamie. I'm excited to be with you.
I am so excited to talk with you. Really quick, while I put this graphic up there, conversion equation, how to generate all the leads you can handle. That's what I want to jump into. But before we do, I'd love to hear a little bit more about you and kind of what you've been up to, because writing a book is not easy, as I said when we were in the green room there.
So really quickly, this is book number 47. I'm an avid writer. Nobody else do this. It's crazy. And I've written books over the last 20-something years on business, sales, marketing. That's my sweet spot. I'm a business consultant. I help people get to 6, 7, and 8 figures. And I also guarantee a 200% ROI. I wrote this book, Conversion Equation, because when the pandemic hit, within 33 days, we had 60 leads, 60 prospects basically begging for help. And I realized that I needed to do something to get the book to masses of people, to get the information out. So I'm doing something I've never done. I've written the book, and now it's being crowdfunded to find a publisher. So conversion equation, that's where it's at.
That's fantastic. 47, but holy moly.
I like to write. What can I say?
I want one. I will tell you one horror story, and I think I've shared this before, but I'll tell you one horror story before we jump into this.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I sat down. I had about 80 pages written. Super pumped. This is a blessing in disguise, and I'll tell you in just a second why. But 80 pages written. And this was before really I knew to back it up on the cloud and stuff. So I had it stored on an external hard drive.
Okay.
So I typed on my computer and I'd store it to the kernel. In case I ever lost my computer, it was stolen or anything like that, I'd be safe because I had this external hard drive.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So I love boating. So here I am down at the boat, just enjoying the lake, sitting in the back, writing. And I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. I'm going to go to lunch. So threw it in the bag, put it in the galley there in our boat, and walked down to the restaurant for some lunch. Came back. Someone pulled up, jumped onto our boat, and they stole my laptop bag with my external hard drive in there.
Oh my gosh.
After about a week of crying, I just had constant red eyes. I haven't been able to get back to it, but the blessing here, the silver lining is, that book wasn't right for me. It wasn't the right time for me to do it. So thank you to whoever that was that stole that from me. The problem is I haven't gotten back into it. I'll get little spurts every now and then, but I haven't got into it. So obviously I haven't found it. So that's my little book writing story.
For sharing. That's quite a story. But, the universe works in very interesting ways, and it wasn't meant to be. That's all.
Well, God bless you for writing that many books. That's amazing. And where do you find this inspiration?
So I'm very myopic. For the last 43 years that I've been in business, I'm only good at one thing. I'm really honest about that. I'm really good at building multi-million-dollar businesses. I've done it 8 times for myself in all different industries. I've done it for over 6,000 client family members in over 400 industries all around the world. Don't ask me to do anything else. I can't do anything else. This I can do. And because I'm so myopic and I understand, and I've invested so much in learning business sales and marketing, and then how to do it formulaically so it works, it's proven, it's systematized, it's automated, and it's done in a Heart-repreneur way. I just feel compelled to share that knowledge, and books are the easiest way to reach masses of people. So that's where I'm at, Jamie.
Well, I love it. And thank you for being so myopic.
My husband doesn't necessarily
if you were to look up the definition of myopic, it means nearsighted, or that's one of the other. And it's so neat for you to use that as a positive attribute about you. And I think that's where so many of us as business leaders out there, we get lost in all that's going on. And for someone like yourself to be able to come in and kind of help us, guide us along, get us on track, and maybe help guide us in the right direction, that frees us up to focus on whatever else it is that we need to do. And I want to ask, when you're helping people, this book that you're writing, and you can go right here to publishizer.com/conversion equation. When you're helping people, what is the biggest challenge right at the very beginning after someone's like, okay, yeah, Dr. Levine, yes, I need help? What's that first challenge that's so hard to get over?
Oh, it's such a big deal with entrepreneurs. It's lack of focus. There's, especially today, there's what I call shiny object syndrome. Here's a course, here's a mentor, here's something to watch on a video, here's a podcast to listen to. No, here's a webinar to watch. No, here's a free thing to download. First of all, the people that are providing those may not even be experts. There's a lot of false experts, like there's fake news, right? Same thing with experts. The information may get you in the wrong direction. And the biggest problem I see, Jamie, is that people are not focused. What I love about sharing conversion equation is it works. It works in all businesses. It's proven. And you only need literally to work about 2 hours a day. in order to do anywhere from 300,000 to 3 million. And I really mean that. You just have to spend your time doing the right things and stop doing all the wrong things.
Oh my gosh. So we're in the process of, as of the time of this recording, you may see this, it's going to be evergreen. So you may see this a year from now or whatever, but as of the time, we're experiencing a unique dilemma in this world. And it rhymes with bovid, called COVID. And it's uprooted, completely changed the way that we operate, we think, we do. And so many things come in that destroys focus, in my opinion. By the way, every single year I have a word of the year, and in 2018 it was focus, finding opportunities by creating uninterrupted strategy sessions.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Take a second every day just to think. Now, prior to COVID, I thought we were doing pretty good. I managed my day Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday morning, and then we took the rest of the week off. And we were still able to get a lot done. Post-COVID, we've kind of had to redefine who we were and refocus on that stuff. So with knowing this and finding what that focus is, how do you help people focus more?
What a good question. Well, first of all, I like to really give people this question. I'm also a clinical psychologist. I've studied positive psychology. I'm a master life coach. So I bring in the inner and the outer. The first thing I want people to start focusing on is this question: what is working? What is going right? What is working? We go through the day and we go, oh, I'm frustrated. Oh, that didn't happen. Oh, that's not good. Instead, you've got to change, and a business grows from how the business owner thinks. You have to change your own thinking. You have to shift your own mindset. Your own framework has to be right. You're building a business, to me, is building a house that's secure and steady that you can sell. It's got to be sturdy. If it's not sturdy, the house will fall down. So we start with you. You've got to have the right inner game. All of your actions and activities need to focus on what is right and what's going right, what is working. Then the second thing is you have to absolutely know who you can help. And whatever business you decide or you're already in, if you can't guarantee results to people who work with you, please do something else. We want people who are real. So if you can get people a real result, it's very simple. You put the conversion equation with the real result, your business can pivot instantly. I've taken so many businesses literally in a matter of weeks who were struggling in the pandemic from zero income, $5,000 a month to $68,000 and more a month, who were willing to pivot and focus on what is working and what is the real result.
Holy cow. And how many of you are there?
So I do have other consultants on my team. However, I am the chief Heart-repreneur. So I am the chief consultant. I'm the chief strategist. The other consultants follow my strategies, and I'm involved with every single client in some way, shape, or form. It's very important to me.
I love it. I think that's amazing. And I think I did say Heartpreneur earlier. It should be Heart-repreneur.
Yeah.
So I do want to make that change because I do notice that that's a very significant part of your title and very meaningful to you. So I mean no disrespect by mispronouncing that, and I wanted to acknowledge the correction there.
Yeah.
I also am excited to learn more about the, like for me right now, my mind is going, oh my gosh, I feel a little selfish. How could Dr. Terri Levine help me? Because we might need a little help here. Hello, like some of the things that we're doing, we feel are really good, and we've taken a lot of surveys from clients, and we're trying to create a brand new category. We're not trying to be market fit. So we're not trying to fit into an existing category. We're trying to launch a brand new category, a brand new way of thinking about our business. And that's pretty challenging to do, to find out what that is. And a good friend of mine, Christopher Lochhead, who wrote the book on category design, actually, he says, pay attention to what people say. And I wonder if you can maybe elaborate on that and how much of an impact this has when you're helping others kind of pivot and refocus on what they should be focusing on.
Great question. So there's two parts to it. And the first thing is, don't guess at what your target audience wants. I could think they want this thing and I go, oh, you've got to have this thing. It's so amazing. And if they don't want it, I'm wasting a lot of time, energy, and money. So the first thing is very simple. Go survey past clients, prospective clients, and current clients, customers, patients, whatever they are in your business, and ask them this question. If I could help you get one result and only one result, what kind of help do you need? If I could help you get one result, only one result, what kind of help do you need? Then you create your business around what they already said they wanted. When I started in my consulting business 26 years ago, I asked the question. I was going to do life coaching and work-life balance and all these things. And people said, I want you to teach me how to create a six-figure business. So then I did what they asked for. I had 30 clients in 30 days because I just filled that gap. The second piece is the part about listening really rings true. I listen to conversations more than I talk. I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn as a listener. I look at what people are talking about. I see the problems. I actually, giving away a little secret here, I have a little Google Doc, and every time I see a problem, I copy and paste it and put it in there. And all I do is solve people's problems that they're telling me they have, and then they pay me. It's actually pretty simple. So become a good listener, listen for problems, and then find out by asking the survey question what result they want.
Oh my gosh, you hit. I love that. That's fantastic. So you listen to respond, not to react. And I know you would probably be able to dive into that even more. But you just hit on the word of the year I had for last year, listen. Listen intentfully and soulfully to engage notably.
Wow.
I absolutely love what you're doing. Focus, listen. We're launching my new word of the year tomorrow, so I can't wait to share that with everybody. And I'll give a little, it's called implement. That's my word of the year. And I will go into everything that I talked about.
Oh, I want to know. You got me curious. We have to do business together.
Hey, all right. Yeah, well, you know what? I think you nailed it, right? 2 ears, one mouth. It's for a reason. All right. And so many people, in my opinion, they are too quick to react versus after hearing something, could be damaging, it could be even something good. Like, oh my gosh, so thank you so much. Wait, zip it. Let it go a little bit. What I've found too in developing, we have 5 avatars here. What I've found out in developing each one of those avatars is we actually use the words that are said or that are spoken to us or that we hear, that we listen to. So it's amazing how much you can learn if you just shut up for a second.
It's really true. Let me share one quick thing. This might be very helpful to folks. So about 3 years ago, I was launching a course and I wanted to teach people how to sell a higher ticket item. So I was going to call the course Get High Paying Clients. I surveyed my list and I got the oddest answer. Get Hot Paying Clients, HOT. I'm like, what does hot pay mean? Like the money's burning? I don't know what it means. However, I had enough people use the word hot. I went out and got the domain Get Hot Paying Clients because I listened, I breathed in the information, I didn't judge it, and then I sat with it and took action on it. 300 people entered that course. I think it was 1997 or something like that, simply because I used their words.
Wow. Yeah, I would have never thought hot paying.
Hot? I don't even know what that means. It wasn't for me to know. It was for my target audience to tell me. And that's what people miss. They just start marketing at people. Breathe, stop, slow down, pause. I do say a lot, slow and steady wins the race. I can usually see you going to 300, then 600, then going to that million. It's not a race. It's not a competition. It's let's do this in a way that builds your business strong so you consistently for the rest of your life have an income generation machine, a wealth creation machine that you enjoy.
I love it. What percentage of automation comes into developing a message. And I say this, maybe I know you understand this, but maybe there's an easier way for me to ask that question.
Okay.
But do you understand what I'm asking?
I do. So I'm going to share a couple things that are actually in the book, Conversion Equation. I'm going to give them away. First, let me teach the equation, and then let me teach you the piece that goes with it. So the equation, and it must follow this equation. If you're talking to anybody in marketing, advertising, sales, coaching, consulting, mentoring, and blah, 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 they don't know conversion equation, I would say stop right there, because this is what works in marketing. First, you have to interrupt. People are busy, their brains are in downtime, they're paying no attention to your marketing message. So you have to know how to interrupt them so you get them out of downtime. Their brain consciously goes into uptime now. Afterwards, you instantly must engage them, or the human brain goes right back into habitual downtime, might be scrolling a feed, not really paying attention. Then step 3 is you educate them. You give them statistics, value, facts, something interesting, so their brain begins to learn. Then the 4th step is you make an offer, and not an offer to buy something. I want to be clear. There's too many people doing that all over the place. An offer to create value at no or low risk. The last piece that I want to share, it's in the book also, is called Core Unique Positioning Statement. It's actually registered to my company, Core Unique Positioning Statements. This is very important. This is not an elevator pitch or USP, unique selling proposition. Listen, I hear this all the time. I help your dreams come true. I take you from point A to point B really fast. That's jargon, and anyone can say it. So I'm going to teach this. Core Unique Positioning starts with I help, I serve, or I support, or we help, we serve, we support. Specifically who? I help women 25 to 35. Get what result? Lose 10 pounds in 6 weeks. Very specific, clear result. How do you do it that's different than anybody else? Using my proprietary ABC method. Last word, guaranteed. I give you a ton of examples in the book. You cannot automate a core unique positioning statement. You can automate conversion equation. So build the foundation with a core unique positioning statement, and then you roll out the conversion equation.
I love it. I'm very systems and process driven. One of my favorite things I ever say by the wonderful Scott Beebe is that I learned it from: do something if it's the last time you're ever going to do it. Meaning document, document, document. And then it takes a little bit more in the beginning. It's like nails on a chalkboard to very many people, because it's, that's tough to do. But once it's done, communication is so much clearer. So by you outlining these steps and documenting those steps in your book, you're able to just deliver that to someone else, and they can easily follow along, and they know exactly what it is that they're doing. They know exactly how to put something together. You break it down, you make it easy, step by step by step. I'm a big fan. And I will go out right now. I'm buying your book, supporting it in any way, shape, or form, because I need to get that book. And I do want to, there was a little comment here by Dave Sanderson. Do you know Dave Sanderson?
I don't think so, no.
Dave Sanderson is making fun of my white beard. But Dave Sanderson is an amazing person as well. He was. Do you remember the Miracle on the Hudson?
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, he was the last person off of that plane.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting story. Nice fella there. Dave, you got to go and get Dr. Terri Levine's book. He's a reader. He's always learning. So this would be right up his alley there. And that's the reason I wanted to introduce you. I'm so infatuated with business and learning and education. You said there is a lot of education involved. It's not like buy now, get a discount now. Oh my gosh, that's so loud. It hurts my ears even saying that. But education, I almost think of it as, I've heard this term before, edutainment. You got to be kind of entertaining in a way, but you also have to have a certain amount of vulnerability and a certain amount of I just integrity, do what you say you're going to do. All of this comes into play. And again, this goes back to focus. And so my question to you, because I want to respect your time. We're coming close to the end of the half an hour here, but how do you get people to just be the real them? Because this is so much about categories, so much about brand, so much about company, so much about getting rid of that noise. But it can be scary to be yourself.
Oh, I really want to speak to that. So the entire reason that I developed Heart-repreneur, which is like a cause. It's a people who have come together as 5,000 of us that want to disrupt the way people are doing business, which mostly today is transactional. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to get somebody to pay me. Oh, I got one. I'm going to go hunt and get somebody else. We don't do business that way. We do business through 3 words. Heart-repreneur stands for integrity, transparency, and authenticity. You show up and you're vulnerable. You're you. You don't care what anyone thinks. Let me just give you an example. I don't sell and I don't pitch and I don't close and I don't overcome objections. So if you were going to come to my house and you had a long trip and you're thirsty, I'd say, would you like water? If you say yes, great. If you say no, I don't go, really, Jamie, you should have water. I have it. It's cold. It's really good. It's fresh. No, I just let it be. I don't take it personally. The same with making an offer to someone. I know I can help you in your business. I guarantee 200% ROI. Would you like to work with me? Same thing. They either say yes, and we do business together, or they say no. I don't need to know why not. I wish you the best of luck. It's been nice to meet you. That's it. So be yourself 100%. And what happens, and this is important, it is in the book, is called reverse marketing. Every single day, we have literally a conveyor belt of qualified prospects that just raise their hands and come to us. They email us, they message us, they call us, they text us, and they ask for help. We don't go hunting. So conversion equation with you being transparent, in integrity, and authentic, and I help you be more you than you've ever been, you will attract so much business. I'm not talking law of attraction. I'm talking it is a process. Conversion equation is a systematized process that works.
Holy cow. I could talk to you for hours. Obviously, I have to respect your time, like I was saying. Where do you want people to go to learn more about you, to get the book, to help support you in this endeavor?
Thank you. Well, first, I'm really active and create a lot of value on a Facebook group, which is Heart-repreneurs with Terri Levine. So I invite you to join my community. There's free training. We all do business together. There's lots of opportunities. And right now, if you get today 5 books, that's not a lot of money. It's $100. First of all, the book, the money all goes to a foundation. It goes to charity. I'm not keeping any of the money. So it's a tax write-off. You can give them to your community. You can sell them, right? Do whatever you want. Only 5 books, $100. Here's what you're able to do. You get to go live in my community in October, once a week, every single week for 30 minutes, 25 minutes of content, 5 minutes of an offer. You also get to do 1 promotional post a week. So for $100, you will have exposure to 5,000 people that are heart-based entrepreneurs who would like to do business with you. So that's Heart-repreneurs with Terri Levine. Just drop in and then say, hey, here's my receipt number, and I will schedule your lives.
Well, count me in. I'm doing it.
Hey,
I'm going to be first.
I'm really delighted you're in.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Before we wrap today, what is one thing you can leave us with that we can just dive into today, besides going to your Facebook group, which is Heart-repreneur with Terri Levine? What's something that you would like to leave us with?
So I'm actually going to leave you with an action to take, because for me, the whole thing is around you actually doing something that's going to make a difference. So I'm going to do something that's a little bit different than business. I'm going to teach you my formula called GID. GID. Every single day, wake up in the morning, before you put your feet on the floor, give gratitude. You can write it in a journal. You can think it. You can feel it. There's always, even these crazy times, there's something to be grateful for. That's G. I, set your intentions for how you choose to consciously feel and experience your day. Do you want to feel frustration, struggle? No. Be conscious, set your intentions. I chose to have connection, fun, and love today, and it's been magical all day. And the third thing you do is called delegations, GID. Delegations doesn't mean hand it over to someone. It means the things you just don't know how they're going to happen, like I couldn't get the StreamYard link. I delegated it to the universe and said, magically show up, figure it out. Delegate so you don't carry so much heaviness. So that was a gift on the inner game, GID.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And I'm actually going to write that down and put it on here so that everybody can understand what GID is. Every day, give gratitude, intentionally choose to experience your day, and delegation so you don't carry, delegate so you don't carry so much heaviness. I was quickly typing that, but hopefully you get what I'm talking about there.
Yeah.
I cannot thank you enough. And by the way, Stuart Andrew Alexander says, great conversation.
Hey,
Thank you. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah, I'm just super blessed. Dr. Terri Levine, thank you so much for taking your time, and thank you for putting into this world such great information. Not once, not twice, not thrice, 47 times. 47 times. Thank you for your education. And I'm excited to sign up and buy the 5 books there. That's fantastic.
I'm excited to have you in the group and creating value for the group. And I'm also excited for you and I to have a conversation because I'm excited about what you do too. So there's no accidents in the world.
That's so fantastic. So one more time, where do I go to get the link to buy the 5 books?
So when you go into the Heart-repreneur, there's 2 ways to do it. You can go into the Heart-repreneurs group and say 5 books, and I'll give you a link. Or you can go over to that Publishizer link. And when you do, you just click book 5 times. It's pretty simple.
Oh, that's perfect. So anybody that wants to do that, go to publishizer.com/conversion-equation and or go into the Facebook group and say, hey, Dr. Terri Levine, can I have 5 books?
I'll drop the link in there for you as well. There's a special link.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate can you hold on one brief second and I'll go ahead and wrap us up?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Well, I want to say thank you so much to Dr. Terri Levine for jumping in today. Unbelievably talented person. We talked about the conversion equation, how to generate all the leads you can handle. And I hope you go out today and go join her Facebook group. I'm going to go ahead and post it up here one more time. Let me see if I can find it. It's right here. It's Heart-repreneurs with Terri Levine. So that's there. And, or you can go to publishizer.com/conversion-equation to learn more. I'm going to do it. I hope you go out and do it too. Take some action today. And remember, every day, give gratitude. Be intentional how you choose to experience your day, and delegate so you don't have to carry so much heaviness around. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. One last thing I'll remind you with before we wrap today is make your own ripple. Thanks so much for tuning in.